Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Ahmednasir has come out to expose the judiciary where the court order was given to defend and protect Sabina Chege from being de-whipped from her position as the deputy minority whip in the National Assembly. Ahmednasir has come out to give two tweets, and this tweet has also exposed a kind of relationship that is there between the executive led by William Ruto, the judiciary led by Martha Koome, the legislation where in the National Assembly is being led by Moses Wetangula as the speaker, then in the Senate is being led by Amason Kingi. Now, I want us to read whatever Ahmednasir is saying. He is saying this: when I saw the controversial court order issued in the Honorable Sabina Chege's case, I quickly realized court orders in Kenya are like chips sold over the counter in faster food restaurant, prepared quickly, served hot, and available to all who can afford. It is a broken system. After that tweet, Ahmednasir is adding to say this, that traffic policemen stop tens of thousands of motorists on Kenya roads every day. Yet they collect 0 shillings in fines but pocket millions. Judges are the same. They receive millions in bribes daily, but none is removed from the JSC headed by CJ Koome. Both the police and judges enjoy immunity from the law. That is why I always repeat the mantra: Kenyan's problem is a rule of law problem. When you look at this tweet, it is giving us an idea whatever is happening between the executive led by William Ruto, judiciary led by Martha Koome, legislature led by both houses speakers Amason Kingi and Moses Wetangula. When you look at the case of Sabina Chege, we were told that now court gave an order protecting Sabina Chege from being de-whipped as the deputy minority leader in the National Assembly. But as far as we are concerned, what we saw, and it reached at a point where members of parliament were fighting. Even we are being told now Sabina Chege is claiming that she lost her iPhone 14 Pro during the fight at parliament buildings. Then I want to ask simple question. If Sabina Chege was protected by the court and Moses Wetangula came out giving his ruling again, are you seeing a kind of collaboration between the executive, judiciary, and legislatures? As far as we are concerned, again, when you look at the ruling that happened the other day, when it reached a point that these members of parliament were fighting, we realized that even though the court gave order and Moses Wetangula gave his judgment, I want to say that they like it or they don't like it. Sabina Chege does not hold, or she does not fight for the ideologies of the Azimio. As the Azimio is the opposition in the opposition leadership in the parliament, Sabina Chege is always having meetings with Kenya Kwanza. She's having all kind of a consultation, kind of meetings with Kenya Kwanza. So simple question is, how will Sabina Chege, even despite of the court coming out to defend Sabina Chege, then we are being told there is a problem with the rule of law, and that is Ahmednasir Abdullahi. We were told that corruption entails only clerks and the office messengers when it comes to the judiciary. But what Ahmednasir told us was that the main big fish here are the judges. And that is why they always give so-called court orders day in, day out. Even not knowing why they should give out the court orders. So I want to ask you today, yes, Sabina Chege was given court order, or rather the parliament was given court order that Sabina Chege was not to be removed or de-whipped from her seat as the deputy minority whip. But something that I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand very keen. We are in a country that every arm of government is no longer independent. The executive has relayed all kind of mechanisms on how to ensure that they're going to control the judiciary. Whatever they say, that is final, no addition, no subtraction. The same to National Assembly, as William Ruto already captured the National Assembly and the Senate Assembly. He can do anything that he wants. Today, even William Ruto will decide that we are extending the presidential term. And if they will decide that now it will not be 5 years, it will be 10 years or 15 years. So it depends on how the number that William Ruto is playing with in the National Assembly and the Senate Assembly. The same is happening to the judiciary. When judiciary is expected to be an independent body, an institution, is coming out to replicate same whatever is happening in the National Assembly and the Senate Assembly. So the big man here that is controlling these bodies, institutions that should be independent, it is the executive led by William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. So these institutions cannot do things without a consultation from the executive, and that is why they are fighting hard to ensure that even despite of Sabina Chege dining with them, having consultative meeting together, attending their PAG meetings, they want to ensure that Sabina Chege is not removed from her seat. But again, even if they're fighting that Sabina Chege should not be removed from her seat, I want to ask, how will she perform? She is the minority, the deputy minority whip. You should whip the minority side. Whipping means that, for example, if there is a kind of a bill or a motion in the parliament, they always communicate. And through these whips, they always call their members and say that this is how we're going to pass this motion or this bill. That is it. But as we speak now, Azimio is having their agendas to block and try to block this finance bill of William Ruto. They are expecting that these whips, the whip and the deputy, to work on consolidating their members and also calling their members. As we speak now, Sabina Chege has never come out to call any Azimio members of parliament, since she decided that she was going to side with William Ruto. So if you are not whipping the opposition, you are busy working with Kenya Kwanza. Even despite the court order, even despite of the ruling of Moses Wetangula, you want to tell me that Sabina Chege deserved to be in that position. And that is why this is just a way of a controversial court order issued in the Honorable Sabina Chege's case. And this is just like the way Ahmednasir has said, that is like a quick realized court orders in Kenya are like chips sold over the counter in fast food restaurants, prepared quickly and served hot and available to all who can afford. And that is why you can just go to the judiciary or any court across the Republic of Kenya. If you have money, you can afford the court orders, that is it. They block the rulings, and also those who are expecting to deserve the justice, they are being left in darkness, as those who have money, who can buy this quick court orders like chips sold over the counter in fast food restaurants is that is the benefit and the idea that these people have. So for me, when I saw this, it was a clear, shocking truth that you must understand that the court order was out of the influence of the executive and also the position of the legislation in the National Assembly, where it is being led by Moses Wetangula as the speaker. So there was a communication between Moses Wetangula and the judge who gave out that court order. At the same time, they are replicating and also giving a message to the executive, because it is a fight that executive is inside, the legislature is inside, and judiciary is inside. So ladies and gentlemen, what are thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing.